app. Get the app, Keeping It Real. Go on your phones, download the app. When the Kingdom shows up, Keeping It Real Radio. Like, share.
They can listen to you on the app too, on the radio app. Keeping It Real Underground Radio. Yeah, and they can also follow us on Facebook. Keeping It Real Underground Radio.
Keeping It Real Underground Radio. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Keeping It Real Underground Radio. Nuggets, Kingdom Works.
So when we're on the TV, is it live? No, the TV's not live, but on our
We
phones.
build capacity for greatness.
Yes.
People hear? Hey guys, you don't block me out. Yes. You ready? Good evening, guys, and I'm Angela Bless, and this is Real Talk on Keeping It Real Underground Radio. I have my host, my guest here is Reginald Ora. Did I say your name right?
Yes, Reginald Ora.
So today, Reggie, give them a little bit background about yourself before we go on some more things.
Reginald Ora. I've been I'm in Tampa, Florida, by way of Oakville, Alabama. I was born and raised in Oakville, Alabama, until I turned to 2004. Moved to Birmingham, and then from Birmingham I arrived here. So that's how I got here.
So it's an interesting story how we met. I was manager over Optimal, which delivered packages for Amazon. Reggie comes in here with some Floshon shoes on and an Easter suit on. And we were like, what was it, Miss Stevie? Mm-hmm. Are you sure you want to get in the van like that? Because you got to get in and out the van. You're getting in and out the van approximately 400 times. Mm-hmm. And so this dude gets in the van with his little church shirt on and everything. And mind you, but you passed the background check. We just pulled you out of the pool because they just have you people sitting up there. So that's one thing about me. When I was in there, I could get people on and on and on. He gets in the van. This Phoebe comes back and tells us that dude, when she called me, she told my man Reggie was passed out with the dress shoes on. He couldn't keep up. He sounded like he had on stilettos running to the steps. But Reggie is, he's awesome. I thank God for him because he does. He also goes to the school with me and help me mentor a lot of the youth that's in the school across Fletcher. I'm not gonna get the name right now, but it's a lot of work to be done in school. So if you guys got any free time, on November 21st is Great American Teach-In. You can go to any local school and sign up for that. Anyone with a career, anyone that's working, just go to your local schools. The children really need it. They need that positive vibe. They need somebody to talk to other than their parents, So go ahead with your story, Reggie.
I was actually born a statistic. My mother was 13 when she got pregnant and had me at 14. My dad never around for real. So when these kids are growing up from age 0 to 5, that's when we're actually programmed, and we are programmed hearing the word no. So born a statistic, mom having to work. When I turned 7 years old, she had my baby brother. And when she had my baby brother, from the time he was born, I had to basically become a man at 7. And life actually took on a whole new meaning at age 7. Being that I had to grow up really, really, really fast, that's when my leadership role kicked in. I had to make sure he got to school, make sure he went to class, make sure I went to class, make sure I went to practice. Basically leadership. But I knew early on that the way I was growing up, I knew I didn't really want to grow up like that, because I was seeing the other kids around me. They basically had what they wanted, and their clothes looked a little different than mine. So therefore I set in my mind that, I wanted something different out of life. So I had my mom to buy me. I never asked for no toys for real, but I had my mom to actually buy me a pair of ankle weights, a recorder, a pair of clippers, and I basically started to utilize my talents by watering my seeds.
So let me ask you this: so did you grow up in a single family home?
Yes.
Okay. So how did that? I mean, was your father around?
No.
Okay.
No.
So do you even remember your father?
Vaguely. I mean, he's here now, and we're actually communicating now. But
Good.
Growing up, no.
So did that plays a major role?
Plays daddy's destiny. You know, my vision is to restore mankind back to its authenticity. You fix the man, you fix the home.
Exactly.
So you fix the home, you fix the community.
Okay.
You fix the community, you fix the world. And daddy's destiny, like I said.
And we need some strong men in the households these days. Because
Right.
some of these boys, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, it's like we were just saying earlier, it's a difference between growing up and being raised.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
And then my heart just go out to the young guys that's out there, because I can't help everybody, you know.
Right.
You know, I be wanting to and be like, you know, but I know there's only certain people that cross our path that we're supposed to help. You know, some people we get to, and some people we may not. You know?
Right.
It's sad. But I'm sorry, keep on.
No, you're good. Everybody that you talk to is not going to participate in their own rescues too. So therefore, you can push them, but only push them to a certain point. So I'm 13 years. Well, I'm 7 years old. I'm watering my seed. Seed is a divinely given resource that has an invisible inside it to prosper you later. So just like whatever when you start to invest into yourself, it'll pay you later. So that's what reading and writing and all that does for you later. But turned 13 years old, I'm playing my mama's boyfriend at the park one evening, and he beat me. And I stayed at the park and was playing, and I run home, and we had to be, you know, when we was growing up, 70s baby, we had to be home when the lights come on, when the street light come on. So I run home. Josh, where your mama? She's gone. So my mama had made a poor choice and come to Florida, and we were left at home by ourselves. So my uncle and my aunt, we ended up moving with them, and that's when everything started to life just took on a whole new meaning for me. I was used to just doing what I wanted to do. Now I'm having to have structure and balance now, but the foundation was set all those years back. Nobody ever told me I had to go outside and that I needed to go outside. I just did it naturally, and I did it on my own. But those ankle weights that were bought for me, I used that. I worked out every day. I wrote. I beat on drums. I utilized my voice early, because when we're born, God gives us a voice. When we're a baby, when we're wet, when we're hungry, or when we want to be held, we cry, and that gets the attention of the mom or the father. Let her know that it's something going on with that baby. So I started to utilize my talents really, really early. Sports.
So what age did you know what path that you needed to go down, or what path that God had you to go down? I mean, I know you had to go through a lot of stuff like storms and stuff. So at what age? I mean, it's in us though. We don't know, but we just do it without knowing it, right?
It's inherited.
It's inherited. Yes.
It's inherited in us. I don't know. I was mature at 7. And it was a local pastor in the community that took a lot of time up with the kids. So he basically was my first mentor. Yeah. And when he found out that I could play drums, that I could rap or anything, he started putting me on the spot. And that gave me the confidence that I needed, and it furthered me on in sports. So therefore I was a leader then, early out, point guard, quarterback. I mean, we're the leaders of the team. So it started early.
So what brought you to Tampa? Country boy?
Yeah, I've been in sales 20 years. I got in trouble in Carter Case in 2013. That's when I met a mentor that actually, mentors are really, really important.
Yes, they
that's
are.
when my life changed. I'm 35 years old. I'm going through a divorce. I got baby mama drama. I just lost my 5th job, and I basically met a mentor that actually put me on the right path, and him putting me on that path actually led me to personal development. And after I lost my 5th job, I started selling vacuum cleaners door to door, and the guy was actually from Florida. I met him in Birmingham. He came home to retire, which we didn't know, and I came down with him and ended up leaving a year ago.
Okay. But it was meant for you to be here, though. It was just,
come back to get the keys. That's what my mama did. So I'm here.
Everything happened for a reason.
Right.
Most definitely.
Right. So I got the nuggets. Like that's what's needed. So I got the nuggets that I need. So now it's time to go home and execute.
So these and the youth of these days, we're speaking on not just our black, in the Black community, all youth.
Right.
What do you see that they are lacking in? You know what I'm saying, that we had growing up or didn't have growing up?
Man, early on, being that my parents made me keep my clothes up, I learned early that dress like a prospect, not a suspect, because we're sagging, our clothes are falling down. So it no morals, no ethics. So and before we can tell them to pull their clothes up, though, we need to ask them, how you doing? How's your day? Because I see them all the time when I'm delivering packages. Just you taking the time to speak to them and see how they doing, they glow, they smile. So I'm like, okay. But once you speak and you got their attention, then you tell them something positive about themselves, and then start actually the mental shift that they need so they can walk out this marathon life.
So let me ask you this, because we are supposed to engage in customers while we're delivering, because customers matter.
Right.
What made you jump out that van and play, just to mentor to those boys? They had a little clip on you, but that was awesome.
Right.
He just thought that was just awesome. And he's also a basketball coach. Joe, I don't think Joe's not on here. Yeah, he's actually a basketball coach.
I don't know, basketball, I hadn't picked I saw the goal, and that's, sports is what took me out of, took me out of my present reality that I was going through when I was growing up. That was my means of escape. And that for those 4 quarters, I could escape and go somewhere else and live in my imagination. So
it makes sense then. So I'm not the only one, because when I used to run track, I used to feel free.
Right.
But when I got to that finish line, everything the problems and stuff used to just come back.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you escaping. It's you escaping from the unseen to the unseen and watching it manifest on the scene. So this is your mental. It's got Earth, which is cosmos, and terra firma. Earth, the unseen, your heart is earth, and it's also the unseen, but what's in your heart going to come out. It's going to manifest on the scene. But I saw that basketball goal, and I just got out and threw my hands up, and they gave me a shot.
I'm surprised they started running stranger danger.
Right. But that was my opportunity, to play a little ball. I haven't played in a while. So.
What time is it? It's commercial. Wait.
Give me 2 minutes.
No, okay. So, what are you doing now? What are you doing now with your business? We're going to talk about your business after the commercial, but
basically,
are you still working for? You still with Amazon and stuff like that?
Just
okay.
They're funding the business. Yeah, I use them. I'm using them to fund my business. I mean, you can't management. You can't just
jump
go
off
out.
a job, without Tarzan approach. That's what my Fosse say. Don't let go of another vine unless you have the other vine in your hand.
Just visualizing where I'm trying to go, and then plan it right now, and then ready. I'll be ready to execute soon, real soon.
You ready? We're going to commercial. We'll be right back.
Looking for a real estate professional you can trust? Call Linda Edwards today for help with selling or buying a home. First-time homebuyers could be eligible for $15,000 down payment assistance, which is forgiven after 5 years. Funds are limited. Call today to learn about the requirements and see if you are eligible. Call Linda Edwards at 813-516-4648.
Fellas, are you looking for professional barbers in a professional atmosphere? Check out Mr. Elvis at Miracles in Motion Barbers and Hair Salon for that get right fresh cut located at 912 East Fletcher Avenue, or contact Miracles in Motion at 813-374-2205, 813-374-2205, and tell them LJ LaShawn sent you from Keeping It Real Underground Radio.
Where can you find that Southern Style sweetness in Tampa Bay? At Mole Sweet Treats, located at 4104 East Ellicott Avenue in Tampa, Florida. Serving up a variety of delicious desserts, especially that signature red velvet. So don't delay, place that order today. Just in time for the holidays. 813-510-9591. Have a sweet day.
Hi, I'm Cami, and I want to tell you about one of the most amazing places in the world. Give Kids the World Village. It's a magical place where kids with critical illnesses come from all over the world for one amazing week. They get to visit Central Florida's coolest theme parks, celebrate at nightly parties, and enjoy delicious meals. And it doesn't cost them a thing. To learn more about how this magical place works and how you can help, visit GiveKidsTheWorld.org.
And listen to Keep It Real Underground Radio.
Hey guys, we're back with Reginald Orr, mentor, author, and
fitness coach, strategic thinker, mental coach. When you think kingdom, just think capacity building.
So that is your business, right? Kingdom.
Yeah, Kingdom Works or LLC.
Mm-hmm. So what made you come up with that name?
Everybody. I grew up, in Christianity. Everybody preach what Jesus did, but they don't preach what Jesus preached. He preached kingdom. So when you think kingdom is a mindset. Kingdom is a mentality. Kingdom is a way of being. Kingdom is a government. Kingdom is a country. But, they just preach what he did.
So what is your business about? What do you do? Is it mentorship? What is it?
Mentorship, anybody 7 to 35 years old that need a mentorship, that need to be motivated, that's procrastinating, that's stuck, that's had to grow up the eldest child always have to take care of the ones that's coming behind them. So just basically just build capacity.
Now you spoke about your father. So have you guys talked about the things that you went through in life and how he wasn't there and his absence kind of affected you, right? It did, right? Yeah, it did. Yeah. So have you guys actually sat down and talked about it?
No, we hadn't really. He just got sober for real. So
okay.
So that's a good thing. But no, we haven't really talked about it.
I can remember the things that I went through with my mom. When we was growing up, with her not believing me when I was being molested and everything. Right. And because she wasn't a huggy type, and I hope she's not on here. But anyways, I don't think she know how to get on live anyway. But anyways, and she wasn't a hugging type. So we was going through an issue. I was in the process of buying a house, and so I had to move out. And I kept saying, God, I do not want to go to my mom's house. Send me somewhere else. But all the ways was pointing her ways. So I was in my 30s at the time. She never told me she loved me. And that's the reason why when people used to hug me when I was young, I'd be like, "What y'all doing? Don't touch me." Right. Hey, you don't come in my comfort zone. But anyway, so I was in my 30s. Let me see. I don't know, late 30s, and I was there for a whole year. God led me to pray in her house and help her out and everything. And I told her, I was sorry for being a bad child, and she was like, "Angie, you weren't bad, and right. Then she apologized to me too, and then we hugged for the first time and told each other we love her, now she calls me every day. She gets on my nerves, but I love you, Colette, and yes, Center. Oh no, she's married now, Iverson, I think that's her last name. Oh. Wow. But yeah, but it took me, from the 4 years old, what I went through, to all the way in my 30s, that 4-year-old little girl still was screaming out, even though when I was an adult. So that did affect my relationship, even with women. All my friends still is guys. Now I'm approaching the relationship with women. At first I was like, I don't have anything to do with y'all. Y'all so phony. Y'all talk about everybody. Y'all sleep with people people's, just do everything. But it was the people. My hurt and my wounds was bleeding, so I was drawing those type of people. So now that I'm healed from certain areas of my life, I'm drawing more people that's here to help me, more women, and those that are out there, I love you, for helping me out.
Just liking to itself is drawn anyway. So the only way you can be able to draw the type of people that you want, you got to become it first.
Exactly. So if you're crazy and you're drawing crazy, that means you crazy.
Already.
Yeah. So don't be blaming on everybody else.
Right. That's a lot.
Close them doors.
Right.
Quick.
That's what a lot of people do though. A lot of people just want something to complain about. Until they complaining friends, it's not really going anywhere. And a lot of people don't really want to raise their standards.
Right. Wow. So with me as a child, and I said this several times, I built a mental box in my head. So whatever I went through, because, when she told me she didn't believe me, I just kept to myself. So it muted me from saying things and stuff. And I told, I don't know if they knew, but, I couldn't read when I was in 6th grade. I couldn't even write. I was like, and they used to laugh at me. And I used to be so angry because of the things that I was going through at home and, screaming out, no one can feel me. Somebody had to feel me, or wouldn't say anything, So, a lot of that, that was a long, hard path that I went through, but I didn't give up.
Right.
Sometimes I wanted to, but I did not give up. Not getting off topic. How do you feel about, did you read a little bit about the guy Ray from Georgia that just sent to death yesterday? I'm a little bit upset about that.
No, I did not. Yeah.
Well, he was convicted in robbing a store clerk and shooting him or her. And what happened, the guy came forward and said that he was the one that did it. So they even the victim tried to take his case to Supreme Court, and they denied it. So they may or may not have killed an innocent man, and they don't care about any of that. Yeah, so that just,
Yeah, they really don't care about us as a people, as a nation, and we really don't care about us. So until the only way we're going to affect change, we got to start with what you and I are doing, or as the ones that's coming behind us. We gotta leave people better than we found them.
I think the best way to fight them, is with knowledge and wisdom and understanding, not with hate. I see a lot of hate going on, even in my social media. There's a lot of stuff going on. And the media is the main role that they put things in to draw that hate out of people. Right. You know what I'm saying? The most, I could have went to the DA in Mississippi and be like, you such and such. I had to talk to them on their level, you understand, about their laws and regulation, what they're doing wrong. Right. If I would have went in there and spurring racist things, they would have been like, hey, what the hell, this girl crazy.
That's what they used to. Us acting like that anyway, but you conducting yourself in that manner that, they heard you.
I know she did. She got quiet, but Tiffany still needs our prayer. Tiffany Burnett, she's still going through stuff. I talked to the DA, the state attorney in Mississippi. Tried to talk to the NAACP in Mississippi, not in Florida. The Chamber of Commerce in Mississippi. No one's calling me back. The UCLA, if I'm saying it right. I reach out to Sean King, CN, and all of the channels, no one's really responding back to me. So I took a approach further to talk to the Mississippi governor and senator. So waiting for them to come back. Keep her in prayer. Her daughter's still not in school. She's still going through stuff. It kind of touched my heart. So she definitely needs you guys' prayer, and I need your prayer. The magnitude of I'm stepping in some deep waters, some very deep waters. So I need as much as prayers as the right prayers, not the righteous, the right prayers at all. And stuff. So tell us about your book. You got a book? Is that your first book?
Yes.
Sure, that's all too.
Just say yes. When I think of the book, just saying yes, I think of Isaiah 6 and 8, and I heard the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And then I hear Him saying, "I go, send me." Basically, dying to self so others can live, being uncomfortable so others can be comfortable. That's been a way of life for me anyway. So if I ask God to put me in a position so I can build a financial wall around my family and the generations that's coming behind us. It's about honoring legacy, honoring those that's before you, which is, our parents and our grandparents and, our ancestors, the ones that went before us, but leaving a legacy for the ones that's coming in front of us. And the only way you can leave a legacy, you got to have a vision as to where you're going, because if you don't know where you're going, any road's going to do.
Exactly. So this is your first book, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take? What was the process that you had to go through in order, even to think of the book? Just say yes. Where do you get the idea of just say yes?
Well, it's a collaboration. But I actually did it when I met you at Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I was going through the process. I was in a car accident, going to the dentist, so I was getting all of that done, and I actually wrote the book on my cell phone actually, and I basically and she we just do little small steps at a time until we got it all completed. But it was an interesting project, and I'm excited about the project because it's going to give me an opportunity to reach a whole lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are your plans in the next 5 years?
Oh man, the next 5 years probably I see myself opening up 3 or 4 other charter schools, but I'm gonna call it the man cave. It's gonna be where
why the man cave?
Yeah. Well, man, it's not necessarily meaning a man. Man is neither male or female. Man is a spirit. But just restore mankind back to their authenticity. Like I said, you can fix the individual and you can fix their mind. Basically give them a mind shift and show them with the right ideas, the right strategies, and the right concepts, how to walk out life, and they'll know how to do life if they're shown properly how to do life. The steps of a good man are ordered. So, your path can only grow brighter if you have the right instructions.
I like this one right here. You said procrastination can close a lucky open door. We must be prepared for the open doors we don't know are coming. If you have ever heard of people say the right place at the right time, you understand that you also must be prepared when you are in the space as well. Stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. That's awesome. I like that. That was really good. I'm gonna have to get this. Where can they find your book at?
They can actually inbox me and place their order with me because the website is still up, Reginald.com, but I have to place the order. But they're $20. It's a small investment with a whole lot of nuggets because our people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And so the only way your stuff can be ordered, you gotta know what menu to eat off of. You don't just you just go to McDonald's and get you something to eat. You place the order. So you place the order, a small investment, but you got a whole lot of a collaboration of women. I'm actually the only male on there.
I see that.
But it's just casting vision. Without vision, the people perish. That means they throw off restraint because they don't know where they're going. It's just like walking to a field and you taking a gun and you hold it out to the field and then you cover your eyes up and you shoot. Bang, 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 bang. Boy, I sure hope this runs into something good. Absolutely not. What are you going to hit? You're not pointing at a target. So how are you going to hit something that you're not pointed at?
I was just about to ask you, how do you not get weary in doing what you're doing? And I see you running on fumes. I found myself busy but not productive or doing anything I wanted to do. I kept adding more to my plate, and that's how I was last season. A lot of people are mad at me this season because I said not this season.
Right.
I have a priority list, and whatever's on that list, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm not adding anything else on that plate because I've been helping people with their own business, and they've been flourishing, helping people doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's my time. It's okay to say no. No means no.
Right. It's okay to say no. The right relationships are key. Either they soil or rocks. either they are asset or liabilities. You
Yeah.
know, assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money away from you.
Exactly.
Soil grows you. Rocks. You know, you just gonna be. You know, you every now and then you see a little flower or something coming up through the concrete, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna live long because it's not rooted on the right foundation. So that
Exactly.
yeah. So
And how do you find balance in your life?
Man.
I mean, even with your children, how many children do you have?
7. 6 girls and 1 boy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Lord.
Last one in and the first one to get up. Balance is basically journaling, which I found when I turned 35 years old. Balance, when you set goals, and when you set goals in each area of your life, that's going to give you balance. And goals are just little small visions, and then, you know, that's how you get balance. If you don't have a solid plan, or if you don't have strategies in place, or if you don't have a defense mechanism set up for when you have bad times, you're gonna bend, you're gonna break, and you're gonna get knocked down. It ain't the point of you failing. You only fail when you fail to get back up.
And so you do teach your daughters, you know,
Yes.
how to respect themselves and
Yes.
let them know that they are queens, they are beautiful. Because there's a lot of girls out here. You see that for yourself when we went to the school, you know.
Man,
A
they
lot
hurt
of
bad.
yeah.
They hurt bad because they don't have, like I said, it's a difference from being raised and growing up.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, you know, we already are people that's in survival mode. You know,
Yeah.
100 million is captured. You know, 96,000 of us died. The ones that made it, you know, they was in survival mode.
Mom, get off of here.
And Ezekiel 37 talks about the valley of the dry bones. You know, the Bible's written in allegories, metaphors, and similes. And if you don't really understand it, you're just going to be reading and not getting the full spectrum of what you're supposed to get. And it's an allegory talking about our people. You know, they talk about our bones being scattered and all that in the streets and stuff. You know, that Psalms 23, though I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death. But basically when Jesus, Yahshua being yourself, when he came, he said, repent. Everybody, you know, most religious folks is, God, I'm sorry for doing this. God, I'm sorry for doing that. But he was talking about change your thinking. Change your thinking, you change your world. You change your thinking, you change the reality that's in your world. And then also he said, repent, for the kingdom is at hand. Hand just means a different way of doing things.
Exactly.
And so what? I might have grew up bad, or so what? I've been molested, or so what? I've been to jail. When John the Baptist baptized Jesus, after he baptized him, he said, this is my beloved son, in him I am well pleased. I mean, he got heaven's credentials before he even did any miracles, before he even started his ministry. So therefore, no matter where you at, it's just where you are, you know.
Yeah. So you
ahead.
were saying being molested, or you talking about yourself, just people in generally?
People in general.
Okay.
No, not myself.
Okay.
No. Just people in general. So it's basically they need a mind shift. If we don't work on their mind, we're gonna perpetuate what our mamas and our daddies and our aunts and all of them did. We want to perpetuate that because we haven't put the right input in to get the right input out.
Exactly. So that's why it's so much important to teach your children while they're young.
Man.
The things that they need, you know, the love, you know, let them know that you're there for them, you know, because you don't want the streets to train them. You do not. The streets is so nasty, you know. It wasn't leaning on us when we was back in the day. Now it wants fresh blood. It don't have no respect of person, you know. And these guys, you know, a lot of them are and female are fatherless, and I see them looking up to each other, you know. Even in my son's school, I hear them call each other son and dad. I'm like, what y'all doing? You know. But you know, every chance I get, I do talk to my children and the children around them, and try to teach them the right path to go down, and ask them where you want to be. And I let them know after high school is life, you know. Some of you may make it, and you know, I'm not being harsh, and some of you may not. So you got to choose the path that you want to go down while you're still on this earth, and make an impact any way you can. Right. You know, I know one of the young ladies was like, that's harsh. I said, no, I'm just speaking the truth, you know.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying that they all won't, you know, perish, but you know, maybe a few of them might go down the wrong way through the alley and never come back out, you know.
Right.
How's your relationship with your mom?
it's actually really, really, really good. It come a long way. You know, that was my first love, and when I lost that, you know, I took a whole lot of women down through there as a result of not really having that relationship with my mother. But when I started to change me, and when I started to work on my mentality, when I started to own my self-worth, you know, that relationship with us changed, because she seen I was making an effort to better that relationship. So she's actually an asset right now. So that relationship is going really, really good.
So when you were saying that it affected your relationship with other women you went through, and how? Like,
oh my God, like my mama left me, so you see
abandonment and rejection.
Yeah. So you doing what you doing, it really don't matter. But and then when you don't have that positive female in your life, like, you don't have no values. And some of the women that you will select, oh my goodness.
That you will select?
Yeah, well, some of the women that I've selected as a result of that is, you know, no morals, no ethics, none of that, because you got to be shown in order to attract it.
Yeah. So what would be your what would you give advice to guys that is, you know, no one's perfect, no one's gonna always be there, but for the sake of relationships, so they don't keep destroying every relationship they get in, toxic and repeating history through every person they went through. So what is your advice for men?
You want me to go
whatever you want,
relationship wise, or
however you want?
Both? Either way.
Yeah.
All right. So that which is likened to itself is drawn. So the unexamined life isn't worth living. So if you keep all you keep getting is result, or this after this after this, we gotta change something, right? So if we're gonna go spiritual, so we can say when we first meet, we got chemistry. So you can be at your place of business, and you can go get some water, bend over, drop your pen, and y'all look at each other and y'all smile. We got chemistry, right? So now we're going on, and we don't got past the chemistry stage. So now, do we have a connection, right? So we talking, we got good conversation, we got a connection. Now, what's drawing me to you? Am I coming to you at a place of hurt? Am I whole? Basically, because if you got two whole people, you got a whole. You're whole. So if we got chemistry, if we're connected, and if we're whole, now we gotta. Is this relationship God? Right? If that's who you're following, is this relationship God? So if you're actually whole already, you don't care about losing that person. And you don't care if they're going about their business, because you're all right doing you. Amen. Your own unique self. And then, do we have purpose? Do we have vision? Because if we're dating and I don't discover if I don't have a vision when we get together and I find my vision, we're going two different ways, right? If you put D-I in front of vision, you got die vision. That's two separate visions. So now we got crumbling in the house. So now we're not gonna make it, because, you know, I found you can compromise your destiny. Exactly. So, and then, you know, if the man is the foundation, everybody's like, he's the head, but he's the foundation, and the foundation is what carries the whole house. So if the foundation is not solid, the house is not going to be solid, and when the storms come, we're going to blow over. Yes. So did that answer you?
That answered my question, I guess. Did it answer y'all?
I hope it answered.
Yes. So other than that, commercial? Or you want to wait? Okay, guys, we're going to commercial, and we'll be right back.
Commercial break. Y'all got any questions or anything, put them in the comments box. If you want to add something, anything, put it in the comments box. If you're stuck and you know, you just don't know what to do. I'm from Oakville, Alabama. You know, I'm tailored from 3 streets, born a statistic, 1A high school, a 1A school. Sports was the way I escaped. Sports gave me the opportunity to do everything that I needed to do. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do or be or have anything, because your past can hold you back and it can keep you from going where you gotta go. But you gotta look at it as like you're sitting in a vehicle, you're sitting in a car, and you're looking out the front windshield of that window. That's your vision. Notice that the rear view mirror is small for a reason. That rear view mirror is small because you're looking back. And Paul said, forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth to what lies before. So the only way you're going to be able to move forward, you got to stare out that enormous, humongous glass of opportunity, which is vision. Visualize yourself doing it. Internalize yourself doing it. Come up with a strategy. Initiate that strategy. Overcome what you have done. Life. I know you don't hit 30 other people and you don't knock out 30 other people, but I won't be number 31. And then necessitate. It's a need. It's a need that you get done what needs to be done so you can progress, so you can move forward. Nothing can stop a wheel. Nothing. So you need a why. Your why is what's going to carry you when times get really, 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 really hard. I wanted to give up numerous of times. I don't lost. I don't have to start over. This last season, which I'm free from a year, until I came up with a strategy and figured out where I was trying to go and why I was trying to do it, and the reason for it, I was stuck. So you got to look at it just like in Genesis, after God did what he did, the reason he didn't cause rain to come on the earth, he didn't have a man to manage it, to till. So therefore, he don't give you what you pray for. He gives you what you can manage. He gives you what you can hold on to. So you come up with a plan and then start managing that plan. Start managing your health. Start managing your finances. Mm-hmm. Start managing your relationships. Yes. Start managing charity. Yes. And once you get balanced, and you're not focused on what everybody else is doing, you're on a one-track mind, and you got putting your eyes on where you're trying to get to. No matter what opposition comes up on you or to you, you're going to get through it. And you got to be thinking, I got to get to the other side. Once you get to the other side, you're good. Amen. But if you're focusing on what you got going on, you're never going to get through it because you're repeating. If my mama put her hand on the stove, I got to put my hand on the stove. And my auntie put her hands on the stove, so therefore I'm going to put my hands on the stove. So you're perpetuating generational curses. Yes. And I wanted to be that individual in my family that set my family up for the blessing that, man, we spent all these time in church, but you need to learn strategy to go along with your faith. That's all you got to do. If you put strategy with your faith, you will be unstoppable. Nobody will ever be able to stop you, I promise. But you got to have the faith to do it. You know, just like with Moses and Joshua, God told Joshua, so as I was with Moses, I will be with you too. That don't mean he's going to do the same thing he did for Moses. Like, we be looking for him to show up the same way he showed up for somebody else. That's not faith. That's not faith. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent.
Okay, we'll be right back. Are you good?
What is this USB thing I found in my kid's laundry?
Okay.
I heard it's for vaping.
And one vape pod can have as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes?
20.
That means that my kid can get hooked fast.
And then what?
Will vaping soon mean more to my kids than their health, their schoolwork, their sports, and other activities?
It's time that I speak to my kids about all the good things that vaping can take from their life.
Get educated, get involved. Visit tobaccofree303.org.
Every day, Florida's courageous first responders work together to keep Florida safe during all types of hazards, including wildfires near homes and communities. Florida's first responders are asking for your help to increase safety and accessibility during wildfires with 3 easy steps. Create a clean, fire-resistant space around the home. Make a family evacuation plan and evacuate early when wildfire is near. For more, visit floridaforestservice.com or wildlandfirersg.org.
Hey, I see you driving and on your phone. Texting and driving is no joke at all, and I know you think it's important, but it can wait. You don't want something like this or this to happen. Don't risk your life and do not put others at risk. It's not cool.
Today, millions of people all across America are building a life in recovery from mental and substance use disorders, helping themselves and helping each other with friends, family, and community, lending their strength and support. Join the Voices for Recovery. Together we are stronger. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders, for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
And listening to Keep It Real Underground Radio.
Hey guys, we're back with Reginald Orr.
Hey
guys. See, one of the things I do still love about Reggie, because even when I was going through persecution on my job, Reggie used to come back and tell me stuff. But what I used to do, I'd be like, I'm just praying for them.
Pray for them.
I just pray for them. I know what they was doing. I see the setup and everything. And a lot of the drivers was getting mad because, even the people that was supposed to have my back, they were just stabbing me in my back. But, I still pray for them because I knew it wasn't against me. They wanted the position that I had. So, it was a reason that why our paths crossed. I'm looking forward to doing more work with you and your team, awesome book, you know what I'm saying? And we were talking about generation curses, you know what I'm saying? Somebody has to come out of it,
Wow.
I refuse to stay stuck.
Right.
Back whatever my mom went through and my grandma went through. And I thank God for my grandma, because when I was 4 years old, my grandma used to be on her knees praying. And I still remember this day. We used to throw pennies on her, because that's back in the day, your grandma used to just tear you. Be on the floor for 2 hours, 3 hours. And I thought she was dead. I'm like, Grandma dead.
Right.
And when she finally got off that floor, that 4th hour, she said, Grandma praying for you and your children. She said, but Grandma gonna spank that butt though. So because you interrupted me in God.
Right.
And so all the things that she was telling me as I was growing up, you didn't know anything because I was still young. I didn't know.
Right.
What she was telling me, because my grandma evangelized. She's 80 some years old, and she's still out there in the street evangelizing.
Wow.
Yeah. And she used to tell me, you're next. I'm like, what is she talking about? That lady crazy. And I think I told her before one day, because I used to be an alcoholic. I used to drink so much. And she used to call me when I used to be drunk. I'd be like, Grandma, leave me alone. And then one day, it just clicked. She said that light bulb came on. She said, baby, I just want to see you and your children in heaven. I don't want to see y'all in hell. You know what I'm saying? And that light bulb came on, and that's when I started, moving towards where, I still was running from God, I think this year was the first year after I got out of that abusive relationship, was my first year that I said that I am not running from what God has me anymore. Right. I'm running to.
Right.
I'm running to, and He's doing an amazing job. He's actually opening up doors. We're looking to get a building with the mentorship. I'm looking to employ people also. Yeah. Along with the radio station, it's going to bloom. It actually is going to bloom. We do need the community support.
Right.
And whatever we need, Pond, he's an awesome guy. DJ, Dwight, he gets on my nerve, but he's okay, and the rest of the crew. But Reggie, I thank God that we are past that cross. I thank God that you made it to Tampa. I thank God that you're doing great things in the city of Tampa, Florida, right. And wherever He sends you at. Your book, me just going through it is it's awesome. I think you guys should get this book. This book is it's really good. Right. From what I can see, reading through and everything. Nothing but positive vibes over here, just positive vibes, we go through life. We never know why we're going through things,
Nothing about you.
Nothing. And then sometimes you want to give up because it gets so hard,
Right.
I can imagine what King David was thinking of before he was crowned King David. and he had to go against that giant with those 3 stones in his hand. And see, and we go through life. God already gave us the things that we need, but we too busy looking in the neighbor's yard trying to steal from them, when God said, I gave you everything you need. But we too busy not seeing it because we looking at our neighbors, what he got or what she got.
Right.
And we miss out on our blessing. We miss out on the doors that's open for us.
Drop so many nuggets. Like,
you know,
you just dropped so many nuggets. Like we can start with David and Goliath. You know, the lion and the bear, they snuck up on David, and he still was able to come out on the other side. So when he fought Goliath, America, it was home court advantage. You know what I mean? Because he had already won. Yeah. So 5 stones. I look at that as a representation of what do you bring to the table.
Exactly.
What change are you trying to affect?
Exactly.
What trail are you trying to burn for everyone else? And then you drop more nuggets, you know, talking about being young. Paul said, when I was a child, I spoke, I understood, and then I thought, right? So no wonder you moved in that avenue because you was a child, right?
Yes.
But when I grew up, you know, the steps of a good man are ordered. So, but when I grew up, I put away childish things. So now we got the relationship. So now that we got the relationship, now we're going to think.
Yes.
Right? The path of the righteous grows brighter and brighter. So now we're going to understand.
Yes.
And then when we understand and we thought about what we understand, when we speak, it's going to all make sense.
Yes.
So now I put away childish things because my steps are ordered and they're brighter and brighter. And also, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children.
Exactly.
Children.
Exactly.
My bad.
No, you good. You keep on talking.
Yeah, but in that sense, you know, crabs in a bucket, you can look at it like, you know, people that's not going nowhere, they don't want you to go with them. People that's not doing anything, they don't want you to do anything. So get the right relationship, start set some goals. Where is your GPS taking you? You know, set a goal, come up with a plan, and then have a strategy. But basically you gotta have the outcomes already planned out so you can move and maneuver how you want to move. So prayer, you know, a strategy. Very early in the morning, while it was dark, Jesus got up and he went to a solitary place where he prayed. That's a strategy. I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because as soon as daylight hits, my kids are already up. So when they get up, they're going to stop me from doing what I got to do. So now I'm not going to be able to maneuver because I'm distracted. You know, so prayer, that's your strategy. You know, give God 10 minutes and then be quiet and let him speak back to you.
Exactly.
Because it's the still small voice that you got to hear. When you're praying, he's giving you strategy. And then now we got to detox emotionally. So once we pray, and once we detox, that means we don't got rid of yesterday. You know, you can't move forward until you get rid of what's behind you. Exactly. You know, you can't go forward and back at the same time. So once that's happening, we don't detox. So now we got to have a vision. Without a vision, the people perish. Habakkuk 2:2 said, write the vision, make it plain, and any reader that reads it, they can pick it up and run with it. So now that we got the plan, so now we got to focus on the language of heaven. Heaven, earth. You're between heaven and earth. You're between the kisses. Heaven kissed earth. Now you're pregnant. That's your dreams, right? Seed, the divinely given resource is now starting to grow. So now you can look out where you're trying to go. We got our vision, we got our strategy. So now we're moving. We're moving in a sense, and then we focusing on just oneness and staying in our lane and doing what we got to do. And now we're winning. Exactly. And now we got to practice love. Love. It was when Daniel prayed for his friends. That's when he got blessed. So the people that's wrong, you just forgive them. And then move forward. You don't have to be around them.
Exactly. Yeah. Because forgiveness, man, is very important for your soul. Right. And for your spirit. Because it can hold you back and can create, you know, sickness in your body if you don't forgive and you always hating and stuff, you know. So, right. You know, this has actually been an awesome interview. And I will invite you back. You know, God is amazing. Any encouraging words you want to give to? We have about 6 minutes. Yeah.
I can go in. Like,
be my guest.
Freedom is a location. I mean, freedom is not a location, it's a mentality. Einstein said the level of thinking that has gotten me here has brought along problems that this thinking can't solve. That lets me know that you cannot solve a problem in the same state that you entered into a problem. So therefore, you gotta have a mental shift. And once you get that mental shift, because healing first takes place in his mind, kingdom works dominate earth with heaven's credentials. When John the Baptist baptized Jesus, like I said, that was before he did any miracles. John, his Hebrew name is Yokaniah. And when Yokaniah baptized Yahshua being yourself, before he started doing any miracles or started walking on his path, he came in and he changed the mentality of the people, because you can't have a shift unless you have a mental shift first, and then he gave him a strategy.
So let me ask you this: at what point in your life that you actually got to where you at now, and all the stuff that you went through in life, you know what I'm saying? How long did it take? I mean, not how long, but
well, you good. 7 years. 35. I met my mentor. When I turned 35 years old, he put me on personal development. I just started studying. So I'm at my 6th year. This will be my 7th year. Let me tell you, I didn't have a mentor for 6 years, and then prior to getting ready to walk away from Kirby, I met this other guy, Amari Amani. Mm-hmm. I met him and he woke me up.
And for those of you guys that are counseling and mentoring, it's very important that you have someone that's praying over you and someone that you are also talking to, so that they can pour in you. While they're pouring in you, you pour in others. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need somebody. We need accountability. We need accountability. Accountability.
Right. Yeah. I met this guy and you know, man can only raise us 33 degrees. Mm-hmm. But when we're 360 and we're perpendicular, and when we're woke, when you're actually woke and when you're actually conscious of where you're going, like, all right, it's like this. In the beginning of the books, like I said in Genesis, and God said, and God said, and God said. So basically, God first figured out what he wanted, mm-hmm. and then he spoke to what he wanted, mm-hmm. and when he spoke to what he wanted, what he spoke to came out the way he said it. So
I'm laughing because it was a light bulb.
Yeah. Darkness is not just the absence of light; it's the absence of insight, revelation, and understanding. Mm-hmm. So when you get it, you'll be able to move accordingly.
This camera does add 10 pounds to you. You gotta do something about that.
So silly. Yeah.
But yes. So we encourage you guys to get the book. It says Just Say Yes by Reginald Orr. You can get it. Give them your.
Yeah, just find me on Facebook, Kingdom Works or Reginald Orr. Mm-hmm. You can inbox me. And I'll place the order and get it to you. It's a small investment with a whole lot of nuggets from individuals that's gotten punched in the face by life, that's got knocked down by life, and that's got pushed over by life, but took the time to get to know thyself and got up and just kept on going. It's not what's going on, it's what are you going to do about it.
And so guys, we do mentor 3 to 4 days out of the week at Community Charter School on Fowler. We are going to raise money to do a food pantry. They need help. They have no counselor, they have nothing, so we're stepping in the way. We are doing journals for the children, which is so important. We went out with our money, bought journals and pens, and so they can decorate and just write down things that they've gone through in life and everything, which is awesome. Right. So anything you can do can help. You guys get out, and on November the 21st, they're having Great American Teaching. Go to any local schools, anyone that has businesses or whatever you're doing, and go motivate. This is a very good opportunity for people in faith to get into the school, because the doors are open for our children. You know, there's so much things going on in the world. The one thing we do not want for none of our children to fall through the cracks. My heart is out for the youth. Right. I'm determined to get them, allow God to use me to get them where they need to get at. You know, it's just awesome. I thank God for Reginald Orr. Say a prayer, and we're
blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed in our downsetting. We're blessed in our uprising. We're blessed emotionally, psychologically, physiologically. Everything in our life is blessed. So we speak to the remainder of the night. As we sleep, we're safe. We're rested, well rested. We're protected. Anything that tries to come up against us, we ask you right now, because the words of our mouth will protect, and we thank you for protecting us. And God, we just want to thank you for what you allowed us to do and what you continue to allow us to do. And we thank you as tomorrow when we get up, we're ready to go tackle the day, and we got a plan for the day. We thank you for everything that you're going to do and that you're going to continue to do. Amen.
And another thing, continue to keep Tiffany Burdett, is the name, Burdett, from Mississippi in prayer. We're still helping her out. We're still trusting in God that he will send the cavalry up there to her. Sweetheart, please don't give up. My heart goes out to you. My prayers with you. Continue to read those prayer scriptures that I sent to you. Trust me, God is on his way. Just stand still. Be still. And God bless you. We love y'all. See you next Thursday on Real Talk at Keeping It Real Underground Radio. I almost forgot where I was at.